Canaletto. So this is an interesting person who painted like crazy. Canaletto, Giovanni Antonio Canaletto, who was called Giovanni Antonio Canal, 1697 to 1768. I've seen a lot of his pictures because I used to live in Warwick Castle. There were 2 or 3 pictures by Canaletto of Warwick Castle, and these pictures were the size of a dining room table, and they showed the castle full on from the front, one aspect, and then another aspect. And they had the beautiful blue sky, and they had the River Avon, which was done in a blue. They had the masonry and the green trees and the interest in better colours. Very good detail. And the side of Warwick Castle was lots of windows with different shapes, rather like a Venetian townhouse on the canal. So he travelled to England. I think he was in England for 5 years, and he painted for all the people in England who mattered. And the Earl of Warwick was the richest man in England in the 18th century. And these pictures have since been sold or distributed, and not, I don't think they're at the castle anymore. But I would be able to go into the castle as a visitor, paying visitor, because it was open to the public. And I'll be able to look at these Canalettos. And to look at a picture, you need to stare at the damn thing. There's no point in just looking at it. You've got to look at it for 20 minutes. So when I see a Canaletto, I'm reluctant to say I understand it, but I know how he painted it. And he is, in my view, totally over-reliant on these lines of perspective. And you can see he's got a formula. If you painted that piazza blue, it would look just as good. If you took out the tower and the Doge's palace, just painted it blue, you would say it was a canal. It's no different. Mechanically, it's no different. The painting is no different mechanically if you change the parts. You take one side off, it is one side of the canal with buildings on and nothing on the other. So it's sort of an identikit picture, I'm afraid to say. I like Canaletto. I think they're really nice pictures, but they are really simple things to paint. Again, you have the lines of perspective. You have the big sky. I don't think he painted them all himself. I think he travelled so much and did so many pictures. I think he sort of was more of a manager. He would have, of course, painted some of the stuff. I think he had a team. And I think he had one man who did the skies, one man who did the water, one man who did the people, one man who did the brickwork, and so on. That was for an important client. You can tell there's more to it. So I'm being a bit dismissive of I know I'm being dismissive of him. But I think that he wouldn't mind if he heard me saying it. He'd agree. I think another 2 pages. It looks the same as the previous 2 pages. They're the same thing, really. This one is slightly different. I don't know where that is. I will look that one up. I'm thinking it's Arundel, but it probably isn't. In England. Plate 15 XV. No, it's not. It's not Arundel. It is the Thames. It's Eton College. Yes, I can see that now. I think that he's perhaps taken some of the hills away, but that's one of his pictures in England. And I just noticed while I was looking at the key that there was a Warwick picture. I'll find it. Sorry, I'm being so slow. XV. So XV1 is 16. Warwick Castle from the courtyard. XV1, that's the one after. That's it there. So I saw that picture when I was a child. And that is how it looks now, Warwick Castle. That is looking out towards out of the door from the inside. That is the main door. This is the courtyard. This is Guy's Tower. I think it's Guy's Tower. That was built sort of 1,000 years ago. The sky is 50% of the picture. This is why I'm critical, because the actual amount of painting on that picture is limited. Again, you've got all the grass, rather like if he was painting the sea. Okay, I've done a character assassination of Canaletto. I hope I haven't offended anybody. I love Canaletto. I love him. And he's distinctive. And you can imagine how much money these things are now. They are so much money. But there are a multitude of people doing look-alike Canalettos. We've got a Charles Calderon, a French picture from the 1880s. You'd struggle to tell the difference unless you're up close. It's the same coding, the campanile perspective, the arches, and it's a good formula. Okay, thank you.